It's me.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams to force their way in, with breaking and entering incidents up 40% over last year. Remember to keep those front doors locked tonight. And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Allegations that Dent may have actually been involved in the break-in. Talk about
Yeah, not only did Catwoman try and get away with something, but she did get away with my grapple hook, which is just a damn shame.
perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of Gotham's most promising young politicians.
And in other news, we are now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end. Crews have given up trying to combat the blaze at the Otisburg Processing Center, owned by Ace Chemical. Still no word on what started the fire, but whatever's burning in there has resisted everything the fire department has thrown at it. They're recommending people avoid the area and seek immediate treatment if you happen to breathe in any of that tar black smoke.
Well, if that's Firefly, he's got a Batman beatdown with his name on it.
Commuters this morning, the body of Falcone family capo Louis Pistachio Garmone was found hanging off the side of the 4th Street Bridge sometime just before dawn, causing traffic to back up for miles as the cops cut him down.
Well, maybe if we're not careful, that's what might be in store for us from pissing off Falcone. But anyway, while the news guy, when Jack Ryder continues to talk, if you want to hear that, you can read the subtitles at the bottom. But I am going to go and look around the Batcave and see what we have to do. I'm sure there's a video on YouTube that has all of the news reports, but we're just going to let it play in the background while we see what the Batcave has to offer.
The suit absorbed most of the damage from that gunshot, and I've got to protect my back, even from the police.
Yeah, I don't know why that cop did shoot us, because it wasn't like I was running at him, it wasn't like I picked up a gun, I was standing still and he just shot me. It wasn't exactly like he just panicked or something.
Holographic lenses, voice modulation. Wayne Enterprises really outdid themselves with this version.
Yeah, you got to keep upgrading, upgrading your tech, upgrading your moves. Don't let anybody cotton on to any sort of pattern, any form of routine.
Authorities are asking that you do not approach and call police immediately. Mayor Hill's Gotham Beautiful Act takes effect today, making it possible for landlords to evict tenants immediately.
Okay, so here we have the Gotham media feed, and it's just sort of publications, just newspaper fronts of whatever's been going on in the world. And as you go throughout the story, this will update according to whatever you've done. So just like with the Batman Arkham series, what I'll do is I'll scroll down, and if you want to read what it says, pause the video and give it a read. But I'll just scroll down for those who don't really want to. So the Dent Oh, do you know what? I thought for a second then that the newspaper got all gangster. Da Dent. D.A. Dent. Good lord, I'm a moron. D.A. Dent pressures mayor to decry vigilantes. And as I say, if you want to give this a read, feel free to pause the video and give that a read. I always recommend reading stuff like this. It's a nice little backstory as to what's going on. I've got Gordon leading a task force, which is, I think, is just good news for everyone all around. And Wayne Enterprise funds Arkham Asylum replacement, the Thomas and Martha Wayne Memorial Hospital. Yeah, but not only does this news feed, it sort of updates with what's been going on within the game, it reflects your choices. But it also gives a nice backstory of to what's going to be going on throughout the rest of the game. So it's definitely worth a read. Here we've got the Codex entries, just like the Gotham news feed. This tells you about all the characters, all the persons of interest, all the buildings and places of interest, and again, updates throughout the game depending on the choices you made. So, just like with the last thing, if you want to give it a read, pause the video read each one, find out a little backstory on the characters, what their relation to Batman and Bruce Wayne is. And they said Batwayne then. Their relations to Batman and Bruce Wayne are, and how this may affect our story going forwards. Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin, a much younger looking Oswald Cobblepot. I don't think I've ever seen a Cobblepot unless when he was a fat old man. Unless I suppose unless you're talking about the Gotham TV series. I mean, he was a much skinnier, smaller man in that. But yeah, as I say, give them a read. Most of this stuff we probably already know what it is just from past games and the cartoons and the comics. But it's definitely good to give it a read and just find out how it relates to the Batman game.
Spare grapple. Can't believe I let her take that.
Yeah, we better work on getting that back, because if she puts that on the black market, then it means Batman's gadgets are out there. But hey, at least we've got a spare, because that thing comes in handy.
Can deliver a jolt or knock out electricity in the area. And I suppose that Catwoman would have preferred the latter.
But again, quite a good multi-purpose weapon. Got technical and tactical advantages.
The newest addition. Can program it to reveal trace elements in a confined space.
The good old Batarang.
I should see if I can refine the edge. Could be sharper.
I think that thug in the building earlier wouldn't like it to be sharper.
Well, the test run at the mayor's office was a success.
Okie pokey, right, with that being said and done, now we've had a good old look around the Batcave. Let's see what that data drive is, what a Catwoman was actually trying to steal from there.
Nearly fell off a building for this.
And the length she was willing to go through, there must be something important on there.
Let's find out what was so important. Encrypted.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer.
I'm more at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
Sure, I can see the headlines now. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Quite an eclectic resume. Did you find out what that, Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle.
Okie pokey. Well, looks like we've got a hologram of Gotham, but this particular area seems to be highlighted.
This is a map of the East Side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
Yeah, thanks for the interruption.
And it wasn't for you, Bruce. I was worried I might drink all my good scotch. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
Never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. No, I already checked the codex.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
I stay out of sight when I need to.
Define need to.
Whenever Harvey calls. That guy's exhausting.
Well, after the press conference tomorrow, I'll mark your calendar as exhausted then. The media isn't good for anyone's health. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
I have a job to do, okay? A responsibility to this city. You know why I do this.
For the car, I presume.
Well, the car helps.
Oh yes, you drive that thing like a bat out of hell. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
Do you think he might know something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Oswald's crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he was always trouble growing up, but it's the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Oh, if you go down to the woods today, I'm sure for a big surprise. This Cobblepot Park has gone to hell, it's become quite a dive. I make no apologies. I have no idea where that just came from. Ah, dearie me. But...
Where are you, Oz?
don't get me wrong, if my family's park become a shambles like this, became, as my song just said, a dive, I would be quite angry, but I don't think I'd be angry enough to start, what was it, illegal boxing matches and arms dealing. I don't think I'd take it that far. Wayne shuns Falcone. You're damn right he does. I'm not having my picture snapped shaking that leech's hand. Easy now, Bruce Wayne. Don't go spraying your tag on the wall there. You don't want those Cobblepot Park boys coming at you. Alright, let's see what it is that Cobblepot wants to meet us about. Hopefully just to reminisce. Give change. Yeah, I think we better give the homeless person change. I mean, it would be an ultimate douche move if we stand here in our suit, coming from our fabulous house, and there's a homeless guy. We can't even give him a tiny bit of money. Like that would have been a that would be rubbing it in just a bit too much, I feel.
Thank you, sir.
I'm glad to see he gave him gold coins then. If he just gave him like pennies, like coppers, that would have been a right slap in the face. Come on now, Bruce Wayne. You've been in the park 5 seconds. Don't start acting homeless as well already. It's like your suit kind of is a giveaway.
Great. There's the statue, but no Oz.
Oswald Cobblepot is running a bit late. We might as well look around, survey the scene, survey the environment, see what there is around here. Oh no! Not the shopping cart! Not the shopping cart has fallen over! My family bought that shopping cart with my money! Let's go see what the smoking man is up to.
Hey.
Beat it.
Because after all, facial scars, a nose ring, and a pink mohawk, that just screams trustworthy. Ah, well, mate, what am I saying? Maybe I shouldn't judge a book by his cover. Well, you know, he could be a saint. He could be a hero of men. Just a bit of a flamboyant one. You shouldn't judge people on the way they look. It's not the hero way, Dave. It's not the hero way.
Well, that isn't what it used to be.
Maybe Harvey Dent could put a dent in the graffiti in this place. What's up, Bruce? Still thinking about that tag? Wayne was here, 2016. And underneath, it's a telephone number with your mum written above it.
Watch wallet cash. But this goes through you.
What did I say? You can't trust the guy with the facial scars, nose ring, and the
Heard
mohawk.
it, man. The hell are you waiting for? Huh?
You're making a mistake.
You already made one coming here. The next one kills you. And him.
Finish him.
Gentlemen!
Oz?
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment! Come here. Think that'll do?
Well, I suppose that's those illegal boxing matches coming into play there. At least they're working out in my favour.
This used to be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong. This is my park! Mine! You hear that? Oh, hey Bruce. You've got a little, There. Good as new. Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh? Besides, someone needed to deal with the rubber situation here.
Well, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shanked.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
Yeah, it's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
That wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here. Glad they never saw it like this.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now, it's A hellhole. Last thing my parents ever built. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune. There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential. Now all I got is this park. And what's left in this flask.
My parents are gone too, Oz.
I know, Bruce, I know. I'm sorry for it. But I have my own funerals to attend. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily... Oh. Wish I could have punched that grin into the back of his throat.
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. I never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, no? A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door, and I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful. And I can't wait to get started.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it? I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
And I'm guessing the right side is your side.
Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Well, it's only 6 AM and we've already had that dealing with Oswald Cobblepot. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day.